Welcome to Let the Quran Speak. We're answering questions about Ramadan. And Dr. Shabir, the question is, I'm a new Muslim and I'm all alone this Ramadan. The mosque is far away. What advice do you have for me to survive this month?
Yes, survive. Well, let's say thrive.
Okay.
Even though you're isolated from the Muslim community, living far away from the communities, you can still do a lot in Ramadan. So, Sophia, what can folks do in that situation? Well, non-Muslim neighbors are not necessarily alien to Ramadan. One who lives among non-Muslims has an excellent opportunity to share with non-Muslims what Ramadan is all about. So often in our big cities, we have non-Muslims coming to our mosques, enjoying iftar, the meal that is eaten at the end of the fasting day, together. Our friends from other faiths speak about breaking bread together. So
Yes.
we're doing iftar together. If you live around non-Muslims, then you have an opportunity to invite them for dinner with you. Not everybody all at once, perhaps, but maybe one at a time. Not necessarily every day. But you can build community right there and explain to non-Muslims why we're fasting. So you have a sort of community and people who sympathize with you. And see with you that you're doing something good and meaningful, they appreciate that, and so on. Moreover, you can do acts of charity in your neighborhood, not necessarily inviting people to dinner, but maybe you can take a dinner to somebody. Maybe you can take a dinner to a homeless, the homeless person, or to a shelter for persons without homes. You can do so much in your community that will keep the spirit of Ramadan alive with you. And you can also engage in your personal devotions as well.
You can bring the mosque into your home.
Exactly. Yeah. You can have a corner in your home, a little space where you have your prayer mat there, and you know that this is my space where I always go to pray. And it's free from distractions. So it can feel like a little mosque that you have there, a little mosque in your home. And there you can sit down, you can recite from the book of God, the Quran, you can study it, you can offer voluntary prayers, you can engage in remembrance of God by saying Subhanallah, glory be to God, and so on, ad infinitum.
So yes, and you can join virtual gatherings as well. Right?
That's right, and that's very important because in our present times we are connected via social media and the web. We can see the prayers being done in Mecca and Saudi Arabia, or in almost any city in the world. People are broadcasting and filming, streaming their prayer gatherings and so on. So we can feel that we're part of a gathering as well. And reach out to other Muslims in other cities via your own social media so that you can have a community that way. Okay, you can't gather physically with people who are not present there physically, but you can, via social media, you can have social media gatherings where people are sitting together and breaking fast at the same time if you're in the same time zone. Or even so, you can have maybe a midnight snack together after you've done your evening prayers and so on. But eat healthy.
And please feel free to reach out to us at info@QuranSpeaks.com. We'd be happy to talk to you. Thank you for that, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome, and have a blessed Ramadan. The most effective and far-reaching dawah we can do these days is on social media. That's why we're developing the Muslim Media Hub. We're harnessing the power of media to spread the message of Islam. Please support this project at QuranSpeaks.com and share in the reward from God.